Hello, I'm all set up for a session here now with a client coming in about 10 minutes, and I just thought I would do a quick chat video before she comes. This is not just a general chit chat. This is specifically to talk about some of the videos that I've already posted. Just a couple of things really that I thought might be useful to say. The first is that I've realised, and I should have realised earlier really, that when I do these videos, because I use the selfie camera so that I can see on the screen what I'm doing, for example, really basic things like, can you actually see my feet if I'm doing a lunge, for example, and can you see my hands if I'm doing some kind of extension above my head? Or indeed, can you see any of me if I'm down on the floor doing a plank or a sit-up or something? Yeah, these are really important things. So I use the selfie camera so that I can actually see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. And because of that, I've just realised today, it flips everything. So when I'm going into great detail about what my left leg is doing and my right leg is doing, and bend my left knee and keep my right knee straight and all this kind of thing, what you're seeing is actually the opposite to what I'm saying. So I apologise for that. I'll see whether there's anything I can do about it in future with videos that I do from now on, whether I can flip it or whether there's a way that I can make my videos not using the selfie camera so that that's not an issue. But potentially I might just carry on doing it with the selfie camera and kind of make that point that actually what I'm saying is the opposite, or if I can remember to say the opposite thing to what I'm doing, which might confuse me terribly. Anyway, in the meantime, what you're seeing is a mirror image. So for example, when I was doing my hamstring stretch, I'm there like that, and I'm saying my right leg is straight, my left leg is bent. What you're seeing is someone with a straight left leg and a bent right leg. And I think probably the easiest thing for you to do while you're doing those stretches, while you're doing that video, is actually to treat me as a mirror image and literally just kind of, if I'm like that, put your left leg, so the flip screen, so I've got my right leg like that and my left leg bent, and so you the closest leg to the screen basically for you, so is that going to be your left leg? I can't even work it out. Basically, so your closest leg is going to be straight and your furthest away leg is going to be bent. And just do what works for you. You might be brilliant at left and right and have absolutely no problems with it, to the extent that flipping it in your head is easy as well. I don't know. Equally, you might be someone who really struggles with that, in which case I apologise profusely for making it even more complicated for you. Hopefully it's going to be, you'll get used to it and you will actually be able to do the videos without being completely confused. So that's the first thing that I wanted to mention. Keep an eye on the time because my client will be here very shortly. The second thing that I want to mention is, perhaps ironically or fittingly, depending on how you see it, is the amount that I talk on some of these videos. At the beginning of the videos in particular, so before we actually start the workout, I sometimes talk for quite some time about what I'm going to do, how you might want to use the workout and all that kind of thing. Obviously, the first time you watch the video, that might be quite useful. Some of that information is going to be quite useful. But after that, you might not want to watch that again. So do feel free to just kind of fast forward straight to 4 minutes in, 5 minutes in, or whatever it's going to be, and just do the workout. What I'm actually going to do as well is probably post some of the workouts where I do talk a little bit more at the beginning, just clipped, so that it goes straight into the workout. And if and when I do that, I will mark those as being the ones without so much talking. Equally, when I talk in between exercises, you could fast forward. The thing that I would say about that though is when I'm talking in between exercises, often I'm doing that intentionally so that you have recovery time there. It's actually really important to recover between exercises or between sets. You know, you've done 8 reps, we're having a quick break before we do another 8 reps. You rest in that gap in between. It's there for a reason. So when I'm talking in between exercises, it might be best not to fast forward there. And if at the beginning of the video I've said, oh, this is going to be less than 10 minutes, it's going to be less than a 10-minute workout, I apologise. I suppose this is the other thing really. I apologise if maybe it's 11 minutes or 12 minutes, it's not actually less than 10 minutes. I'm doing these videos live, as you may be able to tell. They're not 100% polished, they're not 100% exact with the timings. So please bear with me. I hope you enjoy them anyway, and I hope you get something from them. I hope that you find that you're able to improve, that your fitness is improving, and that you're able to use the videos in all sorts of inventive ways to fit into your days. That's the point of them. They're meant to be simple enough to fit into a normal working day, but they're meant to be effective so that you will actually see progression, you will see yourself improve. If you're doing things like the pendulum lunges, for example, that you will feel that the benefit of that when you are doing things like running, because those muscles will be that much stronger, and your balance will be better, your core will be stronger as well. So I'll leave it there for now. Enjoy the workouts, and please bear with me while I get all these little details right, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining me.